Hello? Did I just do that? Oh man, I'm so bad. Why am I so bad? Hmm. Yeah, I know it's a bad idea. This is so bad. Where can you study DSA? From me. Okay, this chat window that it has is not working whatsoever. Um, you can study DSA with, oh god, not here. Um, through, I'm making as many long form videos as I can. I mean, I'd probably get them done faster if I wasn't doing this. But soon enough, I'm going to have everything you need there. Um, right now, I still recommend just neatcode.io. I love Neatcode's roadmap, and his video solutions are quite good, actually. He knows what he's doing very well, and he's a very nice guy. So, Neatcode is my recommendation right now. I am in the process of building my own thing. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Really? I just did that? Okay, this live is not working. I don't know what's wrong with it. Foundations? Oh, you kind of learn the foundations through the question solving, not gonna lie. Like, you'll learn what a heap is and whatever when you have to. But there's lots of like introduction to computer science courses online. How am I doing? What is new in life? Uh, my chess rating is so bad, man. Um, I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, no complaints really. Making lots of videos. I've been feeling pretty good recently. What are you up to? My favorite book? Good question. Um, so for the technical stuff that I've read, which was for the first many years of my like academic life, I was mainly trying and forcing myself to read these technical books. One of my favorites is the Introduction to Statistical Learning. I think for my machine learning stuff, I found that really useful. Um, for Actually, I would say that my favorite of all time is the reinforcement learning book by Richard Sutton and something Bartow. I forget his first name, but really nice reinforcement learning book. It They really pioneered the field, and it's drawing, making some of the most cool applications right now. And I mean, I love games like this, like chess or whatever, and so reinforcement learning is really the most modern way and best way we know. And I mean, it's basically mastered it at this point, so there's really no reason of doing anything else. Um, and so, yeah, learning the fundamentals of reinforcement learning and implementing all those algorithms is really, really cool. And they draw like a lot of relationship to environmental, like, you know, the laws of like population growth and whatnot, survival of the fittest. It's very cool. And for the non-technical stuff, I've been listening to a lot of ebooks recently. One of my hold up, trying to think of what to do here. Uh, we'll just move over here. Greg the Goat, thanks Moondev. One of my favorite books for non-technical stuff, still nonfiction because I don't really read fiction books. I don't really think it's a good use of time, and I don't enjoy reading enough to do that. I more so do it as a way of learning new things. I just listened to the audiobook of Atomic Habits, very common, well-known book. A very old book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. I feel like it's just, you know, timeless. It was written like, I don't know, like 100 years ago, but it's still just as important now as it was, and it just always will be. How to deal with people. I think it gets you some really nice insights and just will improve your life all around. Probably my favorite nonfiction, non super technical book is Never Split the Difference, written by I don't remember his name, but basically someone that was in is it CIA, like one of those intelligence agencies or, you know, security agencies in the U.S. Probably the FBI. And while he's discussing things like hostage negotiations on how to deal with that, it's really just a book of like how to deal with people, and you know, it's again just something that just will change your life in every way. Like you'll just have better relationships with like your partner, with your friends, with, you know, colleagues, networking and whatnot. I think it's very, very useful, and it was just very interesting to me as well. Got rejected from some job I really don't care about. I really don't even want a job. Where do I work? Well, there you go. That's a good follow up. Where do I work? I work for myself. So I'm technically working right now. Like I'm just trying to establish like a relationship with you guys. I'm not just doing this because I feel like goofing off right now and I feel like playing chess. I think it's important every now and then to try and get to know you guys and to try and provide some just, you know, one-on-one information when I can. Not that this is completely one-on-one. I actually do that. But you know, some actual tailored responses to you guys. So I work for myself. I make YouTube videos. I have revenue streams from a couple different things, but they all, you know, including my hat right now. Not sure if you can read it, but yeah, ultimately, it's I don't really have a boss right now. How my day's been going very well. Thank you very much. Greg the Goat is so good. I agree. Greg is the GOAT. Love my DSA shorts. Appreciate my efforts. It's my favorite shorts for a nighttime binge, right? I feel like, you know, it's nice at this point. Thank you, by the way. You know, like when most of us go on our phone, like at night, you just sit there. The last like hour of the day is usually not productive for most of us. You know, thank you, Chris Voss. That's correct. For never split the difference. Like the last hour of the day for us is usually just like flipping on our phone until we get tired, and then it's just like, okay, I'll start the day off, hopefully getting work done early in the morning, maybe a few swipes in the morning, but not too much, and you get to work. So the last like hour of the day, you know, I think it's nice that if like you're scrolling through and I come up and I'm just, you know, like in 45 seconds or so can explain an algorithm, and then hopefully like, you know, you click on it and start to see more, and then, you know, 10 minutes of what would be mindless scrolling is actually 10 minutes of loosely learning these things. You know, you're never truly gonna memorize all of this stuff through like a short, and I know that, and that's never the purpose. But it's hopefully motivating. Hopefully it should teach some things. By the way, why is this person not going? Let's go, Janie. Let's go. But yeah, I hope it's provided some value, and I appreciate your kind words. Which is the best language for DSA? If I have good knowledge of one language, would it be better to learn a new language just for DSA? Well, it depends which language you know. If you're really good at Lisp, then it's useful for many things, but it's not overly useful for coding interviews. If you know C and C++, that's very fundamental for data structures. Most of these, you know, data structures were originally built and often still written in like C and C++. That isn't necessarily a good thing for coding interviews. I actually rated them recently, and I rated C and C++ high, and you have to give them the respect because like they were written in this, like so many people still use it today, and it's just so fundamental to the core of what's going on. But that's not necessarily is actually good and like easy to pass the coding interviews today. You'd end up doing, like if you're in C and C++, you would end up doing stuff just writing way more code than you would be, having more headaches than necessary compared to languages like Python and JavaScript, C# and Java, any of those high level languages that are pretty popular. You know, they're pretty similar. So the best language for DSA, I'm heavily biased, as all of us are, you know, and it's actually hilarious, like how biased the comments. Wow, it took you that long just to move one pawn up to kick me out. There you go. You kicked me out. Well done, buddy. It's funny how darn biased all of us are. Greg is GOAT indeed. I do agree. And he's going fast now. You know what? I'm actually going to take this trade. I can't take that trade because that reveals my queen. Yeah, I won't be doing that. But I will. No, that's not good either. All right, we'll just go back. Let's wind up with this queen, so that's all good. What was I saying? Yeah, so like we're all so biased in the programming space of like the comments are absolutely flooded, especially with like the tier list type questions where it's like, you know, if it's not Java, it's nothing. If it's not Python, what are you doing? Oh, this guy learns Python. He just came straight out of a boot camp. People, I don't know, there was so many likes on this like comment that was saying that I just came out of a boot camp and I'm this noob from a boot camp. I don't get it. Like I like Python, which is the most or second most popular language. Therefore, I'm just this bootcamp noob. It's very funny. and I really don't care. It actually just makes me laugh. But what is the best language to learn DSA? I actually think it's Python because, like, sure, it's not fundamental like C and C++. The pointer stuff is not existent, but it's just so concise in the lines of code that actually come up consistently. Like making a set and a hash map. Like you can make a dictionary in literally like 3 characters. You can make, a dictionary D is equal to curly brackets. You have a hash map. You can make a set with S is just set. It's so concise. And then if you actually were to, make like a full-on set or dictionary, there's syntax for doing that very quickly. It's just and it's very readable. It's extremely readable, which that is important for coding interviews. Like you want them to feel like you want the interviewer to feel like they understand what you're doing. And I've had a lot of mock interviews with people. I do one-on-one tutoring. Email me if you want to do that. Lots of people, we've had conversations where it's like, you're just doing the coding yourself, and I don't feel like I'm following along very well. Sure, the code is right at the end of the day, but mainly the reason that these people are getting you to do these coding interviews is so that you can, show your coding ability while being able to communicate your solution. And so Python, I feel like it's just naturally like people are comfortable with it. They're probably going to say, yes, you can code in it. And sometimes you do have to ask, like, can I code in this? And they might say no. So you want to maximize the probability they say, yes, you can. Python would do that pretty well. By the way, I think I'm doing pretty well here. I think this is a good game. And I know the rating's terrible. Darn, he saw that too quickly. But I think Python, most people know it. JavaScript is also quite good. And C, C++, C#, Java, what is it, Scala, and forgetting, don't remember. Those are all fine. Pretty much everything, pretty much any high-level language, and then C and C++, if you really want, are fine. What about JavaScript? As a front-end developer, we code in JavaScript nearly 90% of the time. So should we continue to JavaScript or switch to C++ and Java? Definitely don't switch to Java just for data structures and algorithms. That would be silly. Switching to C++ at least has some sort of logic behind it because, again, like pointers are fundamental to programming and data structures. So at least I get why you would do that. Switching from JavaScript to Java would be pretty hilarious for data structures. So I don't really see a point of that. You're confused data enthusiast. I love that title. I would love to like apply to jobs with that title. Like, hey guys, I am a confused data enthusiast. So, oh, yeah, that's fair. What was that one? Okay, that was too fast. That's fine. I'll just take that. That's fine. What now? This guy's going hyperspeed. He was doing nothing for so long, and now he's absolutely flying. He knows what he's doing all of a sudden. I mean, he's right. He gets the night. It's true. But some trouble is... I was about to say some trouble is coming his way, but I forgot that was mate. Okay, I get why he's playing fast now. I get it. You're a confused data enthusiast, and you see very few internships on it. What do you mean? You see them where? You're confusing me, and I feel like a confused data enthusiast. You see very few internships on what? On data? No, like few confused. There's few data internships. That's possible. If that is what you mean, then I guess that's fair. Sure, I'll accept your friend requests. If you guys want to play, you can play. Okay, I'll assume that's what you mean by that for now. So you'd like to do some projects at least. Any suggestions or websites for ideas? So I don't think you're going to find a website that's going to give you ideas other than maybe ChatGPT, which is genuinely my first recommendation. Should you follow my machine learning tutorials? I mean, if you like them, I personally created them so that people would, use them. So I would definitely recommend it, but you don't have to. But yeah, for getting ideas for like data internships? Do you mean? I don't even know what you mean. Suggestions? Oh, so projects. Yeah, fair. You'd like to do some projects. Um, just ask ChatGPT about some ideas. Honestly, like ChatGPT shines for just like generic like advice on how to do things. Also, some programming if you're really trying to get some programming done quickly. But for the most part, it's better at just kind of like being your high level architect buddy. So just ask it what it thinks about some project ideas. Should you follow? Yeah, okay, I read that. What's my take on whether AI will replace developers in the near future? A few of freshers came to me asking, will front end development be replaced by AI? So I'm personally going to preface this with I don't know better than anyone else. And there's no reason just because I have, a lot of subscribers on YouTube, that doesn't suddenly mean that I know for sure what's going to happen. But I will provide my personal opinions because I follow the space pretty closely. So I recently built out my website and I use ChatGPT for a lot of it because it's just so much faster than we can code. Like I can type a prompt asking it what to do and giving it my existing code file a lot faster than I could just write it myself, even in Python, which I know like very well. Like I know most commands by heart. But oh yeah, he saw it. Okay. However, ChatGPT is getting very good at doing these things quite quickly, and I do think that it's going to be used heavily. That's really all I know is that the AI stuff, it's just got to be used more and more, and some companies are refusing to use it for, in my opinion, silly reasons. I'm just going to take this. You know what? Why not? It's just very fast. Like it's very, very good at what it does. And does that mean it's going to replace people entirely? Like entirely replace jobs? It theoretically it can 100%. Theoretically it could. It does have the ability. Through my own experience of making my own website, it's not quite there yet in terms of the whole ecosystem. And I know companies are working towards this because like it is, oh, I should have, no, that's fine. Like it is definitely like a multi-billion-dollar problem of like going from it's pretty good at writing code to like it's actually writing your code base. Like that's absolutely insane. And there's definitely companies that are doing it. So if you ask those companies, of course, they would say like, yeah, we're doing it. And it's hopefully it's going to happen because they, well, I mean, of course they want it to happen because if they do, then whoever has the license for those types of things gets a bunch of money and all the software engineers are unhappy. Again, companies like Google and whatever, they might be happy because they have to pay a lot less software engineers to do less things or potentially do more things. But it could is really the answer. And a lot of people will very like, for the sake of having an opinion, be like, no, it's not going to happen. Like, yes, it's going to happen. Like the theoretical answer for the technology that's there is that it's approaching the ability to do so. And it's really just up to, firstly, the government on what they're going to allow to actually implement that. Like if genuinely we are approaching the spot where AI is just going to write everything, that is definitely a political matter because like that will create an insane job crisis in tech and you might have a depression out of that. And the government generally doesn't like depressions because then people stop buying things. And when people stop buying things, they stop getting tax money and, things start going poorly in general for the economy. So they don't really enjoy that. So that's one thing that I think the government may start to get involved in those activities more. And they already are with AI. There's a lot of things that, there's that big meeting with all the AI folks there. And, I forget what they actually did, but they're trying to figure that out. There's companies, again, companies are trying to automate these things. A lot of them are. OpenAI, I'm sure it's still on the horizon for one of their goals. So they could, but I don't expect it to anytime soon. but also like we didn't expect any of this anytime soon. Like it doesn't really matter if I don't expect it anytime soon because like I guess yeah, I'll leave that for now. My opinion is just completely irrelevant because like most people's opinions are irrelevant in this because like no one other than OpenAI that had it behind the scenes already really expected ChatGPT to come out at that time. Like we had some help with code generation, but it was just so like miles and miles ahead. Like I remember I only saw it like in the first like 8 days that ChatGPT came out, like maybe 3 days actually. Yeah, I think the third day that ChatGPT came out, it started to hit like my LinkedIn feed, and then I tried it out for myself, and I was like, "Oh my!" Like that's an immediate change that no one saw coming, and that's gonna have profound impact, and it definitely did. Um, so it doesn't really matter if I can say like, "Oh, I don't expect this anytime in the future." Well, lots of things happened, like so much is happening all the time. I don't think anyone expected that Sora model to come out right now with such amazing video results. Like it absolutely crushed everything that was before it. Like there's some comparison with their competitor. I forget who it is, but it's just like so much better than their competitor. And who knows how far that's gonna be get taken there. So I don't know. It could. Can I make tutorials on how to implement algorithms in brief, like dynamic programming, greedy, uh, how to think while solving problems? Yeah, I do that. Like you learn that while solving problems, and I've been making a lot of long form videos about how to solve problems. When something comes up, like I'll definitely say more generically what it is. I don't know why he's not taking this pawn. And yeah, no, I'll continue to do that. Just watch I'll start to categorize it a little bit better. But, oh, yeah, just saw that. Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. But yeah, you can learn from the problems. And when there's a generic algorithm like sliding window, for example, like I'll make a big deal out of like, this is a sliding window and teach everything about it. So you don't necessarily need to search up a video called sliding window to learn about sliding window. You just need to find a problem that uses it. I do sort of play chess. Like I'm playing it right now as proof, but I mostly play it like in the evenings or like in the car if I start to get bored and like I don't want to do like reading or something in the car. I'm often like with other people, and so we're just kind of sitting in the car. I don't want to listen to music or like an audiobook or do anything more complicated, so I'll often just play chess at those times. I'm definitely not competitive, as you've seen. I'm potentially losing a match at the 700 level, which is absolutely pitiful. If you want to become an ML engineer, should I do leak code? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. Should I just practice building models? Unfortunately, the answer is no. So ML engineers, especially with, is that not a loss? Oh, it's a loss after that move. Okay, great. If you want to become an ML engineer, you like for a company, if you want to work for somebody in general in tech, you probably have to do leak code. There's really no signs of that changing at all. Leak code is still very popular from medium companies, large companies for sure. Startups kind of like to ask those questions, usually on average a little bit less than others, but they still commonly do. So you should probably learn leak code stuff, no matter what you do, really. The machine learning stuff, definitely focus your main efforts on like understanding those algorithms as well as you possibly can. But there definitely hits a point relatively quickly where like, the machine learning stuff decently, and you're looking for a job in the field, you probably have to do leak code pretty quickly. Hey Greg, don't get disheartened due to long form vids not getting as much views as shorts. Keep going though. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's so nice of you. The truth is the views, I actually don't even look at the views. I mean, I know what they are, but like I look at the views for the shorts and consider the algorithm based things. Like a million times more than the long form videos. Like I'm not like making a long form leak code video and then wondering like, oh, is this going to do well? Like I am confident it's not going to do well, and I genuinely don't care, because the purpose of the long form videos, at least at this point, if things change, then sure, that's great. But at this point, I really just am trying to make a collection where at the end of all of my long form videos, then I can like just route people to that and be like, okay, this is entirely free. I have everything there. And the short form videos will, while I still want people to continue to watch the short form videos like as much as they want, I would rather that the views from the short form videos are then going to drive views to their long form version so that people can get inspired by them and then fully learn. So I actually don't care if the short form or if the long form videos get views. I expect them not to. And they will pay dividends in the future. And it's not just for me. It's of course in general, like people do things for themselves. But it's largely just for the community. Like I feel like I owe you guys that, I've been getting so many views on the short form videos, but I just am not there yet in terms of the full solutions. I feel like I owe you guys just like, I can do this, and it takes a really, really long time to sit down and make all those long form videos. Like one, say, like the one I did recently, I think I just posted evaluate reverse Polish notation. It's a common stack based question. It's probably, and I know all the questions, so I don't really have to go back and think about how to solve them. Like I already kind of have that in my brain. Especially if I've already made a short on that, which I probably have at this point. Not really the graph stuff. I don't really make shorts on graphs because there's so much to explain. And if you don't know what a graph is in general, then it's just like immediately useless. At least with the other stuff, you can, immediately kind of have some understanding of what's going on. Yeah, but I just want like a big portfolio of, at the end of this, there's going to be a massive folder of like 100 questions that's just there. Everyone can go to it for free. Yeah. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's nice of you to say that. We can play a match. Yeah. You can. My name is down here. If you send me a friend request or something, then I will message, or I won't message you. You can send me a friend request, send me a message, and we can play. But I'm not gonna live for too much longer, I don't think. What are my plans in the near future about the channel? You want to ask, are you bringing some courses on deep learning? Probably not. For the foreseeable future, I'm going to stick away from the machine learning stuff. You can add me on LinkedIn. I spent a long time on all the machine learning stuff I have available, and I feel like for the most part I've said what I have to say. I have all of the fundamentals in many different ways on the machine learning stuff, covering pretty much everything there. I also have mlnow.ai, which is going to teach all that stuff in a really interactive way. I logged in on another browser device. That's not true. That's not true at all. Did one of you guys just hack into my chess account? Like, why? I'm so confused. What? I didn't log in. I can see that I got a friend request. Oh, is it because I clicked the notification from my phone? That's so dumb. Oh, here we go. Okay. There you go. We'll be friends. Now we're friends. Yeah, no, the machine learning stuff, I've said what I have to say on that, honestly. Like, and the fundamentals are still there. There's crazy new algorithms that are coming up these days that it just takes so much effort just to read it, understand it, and to make like a long form tutorial on that. It's just like, it's like 30 hours or something that it's going to take to do all that. And I really don't, I'm not passionate enough about it anymore to really do that. And also I do this full time. So I need to do a little bit of what works, and I've found something that works really well, and it makes sense. Like most people these days, like let's be honest, like most people's goals is just to get a job. Which why wouldn't it be? Like everyone wants to make money, everyone needs to make money. So making tech content, like about leak code and data structure stuff, that's what gets you a job. So like, why wouldn't it do well? So I really appreciate that you guys have been watching those and supporting me. And for those of you that are, still remembering the machine learning stuff, because it wasn't that long ago and I did it for so long, what's there is there. I may come back to it. I may do some things here and there, but probably not too much in like super understanding the deep, like crazy new algorithms. I can't do it anymore. What happened to Corey Schaefer? I am not friends with him whatsoever. I do know of his YouTube channel. If he's not uploading, it's probably because YouTube is something hard to keep doing forever and ever and ever. That's my guess. Hello. Hi, Final Void. Nice to meet you. You are new here. I am not. I am a regular here. I think this is a draw. Wait, no, he gets to go over there now. No, he doesn't. It's a draw. Definite draw. Okay, are you guys gonna send me a friend request? I just got a friend request. How do I do this? Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Instead of chess, and I apologize, we can play next time if you were planning on playing with me now. I really want to play that game. That's Infinite Craft. So here, if you've been watching streamers like gaming streamers, you would definitely see people end up doing this. But basically, we have these 4 things, and we can make any word possible, and we are going to try and make a word. And the word we're going to try and make is, well, I am so generous. Oh, glad to hear it. Appreciate. I try to be. I think it's important to both be selfish as well as try to give back where it's, life's not fun if it's just all about you. So I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to try and make YouTube. Okay. Let me see if I can add that text to OBS here or for my, to my stream, just so that it's more obvious if people come in and out here. I'm going to add a text. Trying to craft YouTube. What? Okay. I don't see it. What is happening? I don't see the text anywhere. Oh, that was just the name of it. Oh, here we go. Color is definitely not going to be white on this screen. Let's go with black. There we go. Okay. So let's just put that right there. Then you can see it. Okay, so we're going to try and make YouTube, and I'll answer any questions that come up. And whenever we make YouTube, that's when I'm going to call it. So we start with water and earth. That makes a plant. And then you got a dandelion. All right, that's not very useful, is it? I don't think a dandelion's going to help us make YouTube. Just kidding. Obviously, a fire and dandelion makes ash, and then from there you got dust, and that's, there's lots of dust in computers, and computers are helpful. So we got a swamp, and then a swamp makes bog, and a bog makes swamp, and then bog and swamp makes marsh, and then marsh and marsh makes swamp, and then, okay, never mind. This is not going to the right spot, unfortunately. Try again. Earth and water, plant. No, I don't want plant. Earth and wind, dust. Dust and dust makes sand. That's also a component in computers. Desert's not really. To make computer, we got to get. So I think you go fire and water. Oh, steam, cloud, rain, rainbow. Okay. Now I'm just doing everything. Clay? That's kind of... Okay, yeah, these are at least building materials. Wall and brick. Makes a house. There we go. Okay, house is a solidly built material here. Now we got a ship, cannon, tornado, seed, swamp. I know, right, Arshia? Such a fun game. You're saying, can I use Python for something? But unfortunately, this window that I have is so bad at showing these things. So let me see. I literally just visited India, so like if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a lot of my adventure there. So I appreciate you welcoming me. I've actually already been welcomed to India, so no need to be welcomed again. I will go again. It was a very nice time. Can you use Python for competitive coding? Please reply. I'm currently using this. Well, also I think you win my current award of a name that I just have no idea how to pronounce. I'm gonna try Sri Sai Ganesh. I know who Ganesh is. What's my favorite place in India? Oh, sorry. Let me just hold on. Yeah, I will answer those. You can use Python for competitive coding. Yeah, like if you're actually measuring it in runtime, like particular like milliseconds of things run, then Python's probably not going to win. But if you're just trying to win with like the greatest big O complexity or whatever, then Python's perfectly fine. Favorite place in India I went to? Favorite place I went to in India was probably Mumbai because of the beach. I just made that. They had a good combination of beaches and bricks and sand, and I also went on a ship. It wasn't really that much of a desert. It actually had some swamp and some marsh. But we're trying to make a computer, so we obviously want to talk about how Mumbai had dust. It's actually true. All of India had a fair amount of dust, not going to lie. Mud, not really mud. Mumbai was really fun. I was amazed at how big a city it was. There was so many houses, and we all know that when there's a lot of houses, you get towns. And when there's a lot of towns, you'd get cities, and it was a nice city, which had a lot of, it's basically a metropolis at that point. And honestly, I might even call it a megalopolis, which I don't even know what it means. I think it's the biggest one. Oh, yeah, I might even call it a megatropolis. Yes, I know Ganesh is God Hinduism. I'm aware. That's why I said I do know who they are. I literally have I have a Ganesh. He's right here. There you go. It focused. Yeah, I liked Mumbai the most. Favorite Indian food? It's just tikka masala chicken. Like it's so good. Like the spices are phenomenal every time. Sometimes it can be a little dry. Not the spice, but just the chicken and the way they cook it. But the spice itself is so good. I did go to Jaipur actually. Yes, I did visit there, and it was a very nice city. There was lots of, let me describe it. It was more of a desert, and there was a fair amount of sand, and now I need to make fort. So there was lots of walls combined together. Okay, that didn't work. But there was forts, and we saw some pretty awesome forts. Okay, how do I make computer here? Earth, wind, no, water. Really? That doesn't... Oh, okay. So, city... Let's make a bunch of cities and add some cannons. Yeah, war. Tank. It's like sort of computer-based. Tanks probably have computers these days. Tank in a house makes a bunker. Cool. I don't think that's a bunker. That's more of a castle. But, sure, let's go with that. Darn. I do have Ganesh G. Bunker and bunker makes fortress. Yeah, that emoji's a little better. The emoji's literally the same, even though the object keeps changing pretty drastically. A bunker and a castle is definitely not the same thing. Palace, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. Palace and palace makes a castle. Castle, okay, they're all castles. How do you make computer? Ashen, no, not dust. I keep getting dust. Ash and water makes a puddle. Oh, I'll just make the water stuff. Why not? Water, 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 water. Fish, fish bowl, aquarium, fish tank, aquarium, fish, aquarium, Atlantis, war, Troy, apple, tsunami, Titanic, quicksand, wish, genie. Hey, these are getting cool. Mangrove, dragon, dragonfly, Venus flytrap. Darn, plant. That was great for a second. Let's get some more plant stuff in here. And the genie's gonna just make some wishes. Fairy, lagoon, good. Mermaid, mermaid flytrap. Genie, okay, okay. Okay. Okay, palm fly. Palm fly trap. Palm. I like the delay and then just palm. What's an ent? I've definitely never heard that word. Is it just a type of tree? Forest. Okay, to make, let's try really hard to make a computer here. Gonna keep the focus. So you want wind and ash, which makes dust. Dust and wind and wind. No, tornado. Okay, never mind. Computer. So it's definitely earth-based materials. Water and wind. I don't think you need fire. Earth and, oh my gosh, the amount of times I've created dust. Mud and earth, clay, pottery, vase, pot. At least pot's almost the right material. Let's keep a pot in there. Get some earths. Earth pots. Ceramic. No, that was not it. That was not it at all. I'm pretty stuck, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. We're gonna get the ash in there. I think you can make volcano with adding Phoenix. Rebirth? Oh my gosh. Water, wind. How do you get volcano? Come on. Surf. It's not. There we go. I got volcano. So from volcano and lava, you can start to get some rocks because you just add. There we go. Glass is good. Glass is a good material. So we got some glass and some stones. Let's add some some of the city stuff. So city and town. So let's add some of those. No, I don't need any of the Superman stuff. That's not it. Stone. Add some water and some wind. So let's try to make just rocks. Island. Rock. There we go. Rock and boulder. Okay. Rock and boulder. How does rock and boulder make computer? I really don't know. Rock and glass. It's probably just sand. Lens. That's sort. Not really. Telescope. Not really. The moon. Moonstone. Moon. Died. Rock. Some moonstone. And some lenses. And some pottery. These are going to randomly combine to make computer. Radio telescope, honestly, not that bad. Not that bad. A radio telescope plus the city and metropolis. SETI? Alien. Sphinx. Isn't that just a camel? Why is that a sphinx? Should you work in India or out? Oh. I swear I just saw a comment that got deleted. Okay. I'm pretty sure I saw one, but now it's gone. So I don't know what to tell you. Pyramid. Egypt. We got our first place. King Tut, baby. How does King Tut make a computer? I feel like he has absolutely no idea. This is just going to be Egypt. Pyramid. Why would you add a city to get the pyramid? This is so tough. Okay. Earth and water. What did I just do? How did I do that? Earth and earth makes mountain. So mountain and wind makes an avalanche. Ice. That's true. It totally does. Iceberg, water, lake. That doesn't really help. That does not really help at all. Next time I am in Jaipur, I probably won't come to your house and have dinner because the problem is I don't know you, and that would be really, I really appreciate like the gesture. It's like extremely kind of you to say that, but it's just you gotta understand. For me, it's like very, like a little scary just to like go to someone's house that I only know on the internet and have never really talked to. It's kind of tricky to do that. Um, House and rain makes a flood. Yeah, it does. That's funny. Noah's Ark. Don't really know a whole lot about that other than its existence. Dune, cactus, prickly pear, cactus, cactus, desert, phoenix, bog. Come on. Jaipur is beautiful. Yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm going to slide myself to the left over here so you guys can see a little bit more of the materials and maybe you have some ideas here. Guys, how do we make a computer? Come on. How do we do it? I really don't know. Earth, water, wind, planet, storm. That ain't it. It's got to be the stone and the rock stuff. Okay. So, where's stone and rock? Rock, boulder, stone, glass. Maybe some more earth. And the mountain? Where's mountain? Okay, so mountain and earth. Volcano. Earth and glass. Bottle. Bottle and boulder. Stone. Glass, stone. If we can get window plus, we try window plus metropolis. Yeah, that's what I was going for. So in skyscrapers, if you had skyscrapers and we just don't have anything to do with electricity. What about skyscraper and this telescope thing? I don't really know why that's the case, but sure. But in India, you think your hospitality is better. I mean, sure. Indian hospitality is generally quite nice. I experienced some of it myself. That doesn't necessarily mean that I immediately trust more. In fact, there's lots of areas where it's true where the crime rate's actually higher. And by the way, I don't mean to call you a criminal because I'm very entirely certain that you're not. And I completely appreciate the gesture. It actually means a lot. But again, I have to be very, very careful with everything. How do I make computer? Kaleidoscope. Mirror. Nope. The pot of gold. What was the thing that made that? Pot of gold and what? Pot of gold and rock? Okay. Trump. Pot of gold and what was it? Skyscraper made Trump? Trump and a radio telescope is a computer. Oh, that's just kind of funny, actually. Some telescopes together. Observatory, telescope, radio telescope, and a metropolis. SETI, alien, UFO. UFO is sadly the most computer-based thing I've got at this point, but it's really the wrong idea. A UFO in a city is an alien. Alien in a UFO is an abduction. That's awesome. No, not right. This does look fun because it is fun. Man, it's been a while since I've seen someone named Yaya. It's been like 10 years. And yes, it's called Infinite Craft. Or the website is neil.fun/Infinite Craft. But yeah, just typing Infinite Craft into Google is easily good enough. Man, wind and ash makes dust. Dust and dust makes sand. Dust and water makes mud. Dust and fire makes ash. Earth and earth is a mountain. I don't think I did. Did I do mountain and mountain? No, a mountain range. Mountain range. Mountain range. with itself is just a mountain, mountain leprechaun, pot of gold, trump is trump, kaleidoscope, trumpet. I don't think trumpet's very useful. Trumpet and window, trombone, nice. Trumpet and trumpet, jazz. Jazz and the Empire State Building is New York. Yeah, they've got a pretty jazz vibe for sure. At least they did back in their roaring 30s or whatever. Just kidding. I'm so stuck. New York and the Earth. No. Come on, New York's got so many computers these days. Let's try to get some computer action. New York and window. No. New York and skyscraper. Why is everything the Empire State Building? It's just one building. It's not even very tall anymore. New York and mountain. No. Pyramid. Oh my God. UFO. New York. Observatory. Let's get some stuff in there. Statue of Liberty. I don't know how it took that long to make that, given the amount of times I've made the Empire State Building. This tool is used for fun. This is a fun-based tool. Combine cloud with fire. You know what? Okay, I appreciate a suggestion. I don't think it's a very good one, but we're gonna do it. Cloud and fire is lightning. Oh, I take it back. I appreciate you so much, and I apologize for the error in my words. That is exactly what we needed. Thank you. Where is this? Mukil. Thank you so much. Thunder is just what we needed because that is a source of power. Thunder is a storm. Lightning and storm. Thunder, storm, and where's storm again? Okay, whatever. Lightning and lightning is still thunder. Okay, but lightning and lightning in New York has got to be the Empire State Building. Come on. America and freedom are at least useful words, but probably not for what we're trying to do. American lightning is Superman. Lightning and put that thunder on the Empire State Building. Yeah, King Kong. No, it's not working. So close though. This is good. Lightning and thunder. We mix that with maybe the city-based stuff? Yeah, the city-based stuff. So city and thunder. What? City, no. Megapolis and thunder. Zeus, no. Okay, let me throw a bunch of stuff here. We're just going to go random on these related activities. New York, Statue of Liberty, lightning, thunder, America, freedom. Let's do some mixing. Okay, I'm hearing some dings. We'll see what it is in a moment. Oh, that was a lot. Okay. Oh, these are just New York places. Guns, of course. Guns, Aquaman, Coney Island. I want to go to Coney Island. It looks fun. Brooklyn. Okay, none of these are computer based at all. Put thunder on Apple. Thunder on Apple. That is a thunder and lightning on Apple. That is a good strategy. I like the idea. Lightning and where's thunder? Do lightning and thunder, and we'll combine those with. Do I have Apple? Oh, I do have Apple. Thank you for noticing that. I don't think I even realized that I had Apple. I don't think I've used that. Apple and Thunder's. Darn. Apple and Lightning is. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, bro, you are doing this entirely by yourself. Like, genuinely, all of this stuff that I built has been entirely useless. You've made 2 suggestions, and they've both been completely bang on. Thank you so much. iPhone is a computer. iPhone and Lightning, no. iPhone is probably like an iPad. Really? It's not even like an iPhone 2. Okay. iPhone and Lightning. No, I already did that. iPhone and Thunder. iPhone 5. Okay, the iPhone and iPhone 5 is the iPhone 6, iPhone 6s, 7, 8, X, XS. Oh, stops there? No. Okay. iPhone XS Max. Oh, stops there in a cycle. Okay, but give it the 6, give it the 5, give it the 5, give 5 and 5, 6, 6 and 6, 6. Okay, we made so many different iPhones. We have the original. We're lacking 2 to 4, but we have most of the other ones aside from the really new ones. Thunder on eggplant. Do I have eggplant? No, I don't have eggplant. Once I get eggplant, I'll do that. Okay, so the iPhones, we're going to get a bunch of iPhones, various generations and models. We're going to add that with Lightning, bunch of Lightnings, and America. Superphone. Oh, we got a different iPhone. Some more iPhones. Some more iPhones. Okay, we got the 11, the 9, the 10, and the 5S from that, as well as a made-up one called the Superphone. Okay, I don't know why the 11 is that good. Apple and iPhone. Yeah, we could do that. Maybe we'll get like Steve Jobs. iPhone 12. Oh my God. So the Apple's just adding one as well. Let me see how modern they are. Looks like they're up to date with Apple Tree's cute. Looks like they're up to date to the iPhone 14 Pro. Oh, maybe even more. iPhone 14 Pro Max. I think the 15. There's an iPhone 15 out, right? Well, according to that there is, but I don't know if I trust it. Yep, exactly. That's why I don't know if I trust it. iPhone 24, iPhone 18, 28, 7, 6, 21, 30, 48. Oh my God. Why is it working now? iPhone 100, baby. Okay, so this could go on forever. Very funny. The iPhone 161 plus New York based stuff. Look at how many words I have. I still haven't made computer. The iPhone 161 in New York. Why would that not combine? That's so obviously a computer. iPhone 115 in New York. 176. Okay. I strongly believe that we have enough iPhones at this point. I do think this. Now, what do we do with them? I think is nothing. So we go away from the iPhones and then we add some America. Trump. Lightning Trump is president. Lightning president is Trump. America and Lightning, still Superman. Thor, that makes sense. Thor has a lot of power. Poseidon, not really the power we want. Yeah, that makes sense. Superphone, guns and Superphone, Supergun. Oh. Thunder. Oh. iPhone 42 is missing. You want to make the 42? You know what? Okay, 21 and 21. What? Okay, we'll get there. No, we'll not get there. 38? Okay. I went past it. I'm so sorry. 38 and just the original iPhone? Yep. Okay, we'll get there. Oh, come on. 4? Okay, we got the 4s now. That could be helpful. Bro. You need network. I know. That would also be good. I don't know, guys. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, please help, especially Mukil, because you're an absolute god at this. President with guns. It's just America. America and America. How do I duplicate? That's not duplicate. That's just remove. Okay. New York and President Trump. New York and Trump. Trump Tower. No. Bro. The Trump Tower and Thor is Trump. Oh, question mark. I know from the past that you do not want to use the question marks. We are going to add. Come on. How is it this hard to get to computer? So let's try to be smart here. So the original iPhone, let's get a couple original iPhones. Okay. We are going to add, Lightning. No. Thunder. No. New York. No. Statue of Liberty. No. These iPhones have got to be a computer somehow. What did I get just before that? I don't even know. How did I go from Coney Island, Brooklyn, and Aqua Brooklyn to iPhone? Oh, yeah, it's because you just gave me a good suggestion and I was down a rabbit hole. Fire and Steam. You know what? I'm going to trust you absolutely blindly, man. Fire and Steam is engine. Do you... Okay, are you looking this up or are you just an absolute god at just understanding these things? Yes, engine is good. Engine and iPhone? No. iPhone plus yes or no? I don't have yes and no. Engine and fire, Steam. Engine and engine is a rocket. Rocket, iPhone. Why do they like the 5 so much? Was it that good? The 5 was just an absolute banger of a phone. Satellite and iPhone. GPS. GPS. No, GPS and engine. Car. Yeah, that's true. Car. Okay. That should be Elon. See, GPS, car, satellites, and iPhones. We're gonna go crazy mix again. Driver, taxi, Uber. Uber plus an iPhone. Uber and an iPhone is an Uber. Uber and Uber is Uber. Uber and GPS is taxi. Satellite and taxi is Uber. Driver and Uber is ride. Ride and car is taxi. Uber and ride is taxi. Taxi and taxi is taxi. Taxi and Trump Tower. Trump. Oh, you played it before. Okay. Yeah, I mean, sadly, I've played it before too. It doesn't really seem to be helping as much as it is for you because you're much better at it. Okay, I feel so hopeless. iPhone. It's gotta be an iPhone, man. iPhone in America. Apple. Apple and iPhone is iPhone. iPhone and guns is the iPhone 5. Why is it always the 5? This is 6 now. Try a bunch of things with Steam. It will create many materials. Okay. Okay, sounds good. We're gonna get Steam. Bunch of Steams. Oh, you're right. We already got iSteam, which I really don't know what it is. Basic materials, swamp, mud, water, earth, wind, plants. We're going. Cyclone. Nope. That was a bunch of failures. We did get a cyclone and a mudslide and whatever an iSteam is. No idea what that is. I keep checking my phone because I keep getting spammed by someone that's pretending to be Proton VPN and is definitely not Proton VPN. Satellite. It's basically a computer. GPS. Location. GPS. Location and car is parking. That's funny. Parking and location is park. Park and location is amusement park. My God. Okay, I'm gonna end this stream once I get this, but I don't know how long it's gonna be. iPhone and Lightning is iPhone. iPhone and Zeus. Ithander? What is Ithander? Ithander and park, theme park. We have so much amusement park based stuff. Not helping. Disneyland. Great. Okay. Steam with basic things like fire and stone. Okay, sure. Let's do that. Steam? Bunch of Steams. With fire. You said fire, stone, stones, and rocks, and waters, winds, and earths. Okay, I think this is what you had in mind. So let's try one of these. It's nice and spread out. Water and steam is a cloud. Wind and steam is a cloud. Earth and steam is mud. Fire and steam is engine. Steam and stone is geyser. Not helpful. Mud and geyser is mud geyser. Mud geyser and stone is statue. Robot. Okay. Okay, ignoring the fish part of this. This is actually pretty good. A robot with apple, Robot with Apple. It's obviously the iPhone. That would have been good, and I would have been proud of that, but we're already there. Robot and robot, we've already done that. Robot and RoboCloud, RoboCloud. RoboCloud, still RoboCloud. Robot and fire? No. Robot and robot and iPhone. Siri and robot iPhone. Siri and what about like electricity? I still don't have specifically the word electricity. How about Siri in the city? It's Apple. City and Apple is Big Apple. Big Apple. Yeah, I know. War and robot is Terminator. Definitely a computer. Terminator and Siri. Serious. Dog? How do we get dog? What? Cyborg. Cyborg. And wind. Jet. Iron Man. He's literally a computer. He's literally a computer. Iron Man and the Big Apple is New York. Iron Man and driver is Tony Stark with a ring for some reason because he's worth a lot of money, I guess. Tony Stark and Siri. Yes, I'm amazed they have that. That's actually extremely correct. Tony Stark and Jarvis. And Jarvis and Jarvis. Tony Stark and Jarvis. Iron Man. Duh. Iron Man and Tony Stark. Oh my god. I give up. I still give up. I'll try this again at some point. Have a good